Action.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Hobbies My Wife Hates. Today we're going to paint some miniature bases. They're pre-made trench bases. They'll also be good for mines from Blue Skull Studios, which I found on Etsy. All right, so let's get painting. Okay, so let's take a look at these bases from Blue Skull Studios on Etsy. All right, we've got some trench bases, 30 millimeter times 10. All right, they seem to be of some kind of high-grade plastic or resin. We've got some kind of looks like dirt and wood planks. More wood planks, dirts, and rocks. Planks, trench planks. More planks and rocks. Broken plank boards over dirt. Some kind of metal parts. And planks, dirt, rocks. I don't know. Those don't look like planks to me. Maybe a broken fence line or something. Wood plank there. Dirt. More planks, etc. All right, and we're going to get those primed up and paint them for you. Okay, so we've got some bases put on some stands, and we're going to get to work on them. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to give them a dry brush, because we are using speed paints for most of these. Speed paints work best when they are over white. So we're going to give them a dry brush. And the reason why we're not just dry brushing them straight up, priming them straight up white, is because by priming them black, you get in the cracks where the speed paint might not get, and less touch-up you have to do afterwards. All right. So we're going to get these primed up. Sorry, I keep saying prime. Sorry, dry brushed. And a quick, like I said, a quick dry brush. And then let them dry completely. All right. All right, and we have 4 more. We'll just do those off camera while we're waiting for these 6 to dry. So we'll start up with this brush. We got wood planks, dirt, and we have rocks. So we're going to start with the dirt. In this case, we're going to start off with dark wood. Let's see how this turns out. And we're going to use it on the dirt, not the wood. Right. Right. And we're just going to let this dry a bit. I just found these bases online when I was doing a Google search for trench bases. They came up on ETSY. I liked how they looked, and I ordered them, and they came pretty darn quick. The owner is a pretty cool guy. Told him what I plan to do, and he's offering anybody who orders them through here a discount on them. There's a link at the bottom. If you're interested, take a look. I'm getting nothing from this. I have no relationship with this company, but they are offering a discount if you buy bases through them. Next, we're going to do a dry brush of these wood areas with some desert yellow. This I'm using an Army Painter Masterclass Miniatures dry brush. Here we're going to use a dry brush. This is a Master's Class Miniature dry brush. We're just going to dry brush these dirt areas. Now we're going to do a dry brush of desert yellow and skeletal bone. Now the next step is we're going to paint the wood planks, and it looks like there's a couple hatches, and we're going to paint those hardened leather. I like the speed paint leather a lot. I think it's a rich color, and I think it looks great on as wood. All right. And now we're just going to let these dry a bit. And then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. They've sufficiently dried. And now we're going to go and paint some sandbags. Okay, let's paint these sandbags. We're going to use a werewolf fur. For the sandbags. And they will get a wash. At some point. There's the sandbags. And while we're waiting for those to dry, let's just put some, let's do some rocks. We're going to use runic gray on the rocks. All right, we'll let that dry. We're letting that dry. Let's go back to this base here. I like this base. It's got some little wood boxes. I want them to stand out from the rest of the wood. So I'm going to use something called ruddy brown. And we'll let that dry. Okay, we're back. We've added some desert yellow to our werewolf fur. Lighten it up. Just going to touch up the sandbags. Then we're going to take some of our mix, our dirt mix, which was the desert yellow with bleached bone. We're going to go over the dirt that's on the wood planks. Okay, so now there's some metal areas on some of these, and we're going to use Army Painter gunmetal. By the way, it says these are trench bases, but they'd also be great for inside mines. So you could probably use them in any setting where there's a mine, like Shadows of Brimstone or any other game that takes place in a mine. And here we've got some shells, large shells, probably for some type of artillery. I'm just going to paint this up metal. They'll get a dry brush later on. Not a dry brush. They'll get a wash later on when they're dry. All right. And now we just have to sit here and let these dry. Okay. So now we're going to use the washes. First, we're going to do the non-metal areas. and except for the rocks. So the dirt and wood, we're going to do a soft tone. The metal areas, we're going to use dark tone. I find black over metal is the best. Kind of wash. We'll do a little touch up on our sandbags. As well. And now all we got to do is paint the trim on each one of these. All right. We'll do that for each one of these, and then we'll be done. All right. So I'll see you back after all these dry. Well, there you have it. Another video from Hobbies My Wife Hates. These miniature bases can be found on Etsy, through Blue Skull Studios. There's a link below. If you click on it, I think they're offering a discount on them. I'm glad you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video, which maybe will be a painting video. All right? Have a good day. See ya.